Today's episode of Desertwood Days with Kathy Blaze is sponsored by Dork Publishing, expanding minds through fantasy since 2018. Learn more at the Dork Publishing website, www.dorcpublishing.com.
Welcome back to Desertwood Days, and I am your host, Kathy Blaze. Today, I'd like to welcome Mr. Rob Ibarra. Hello there.
Hello.
Such a pleasure. Can I get a hug? I'm a hugger.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for joining us today.
Yes.
So I heard a lot about you. You're such a talented musician here.
Thank you.
So, being a talented musician, and you're a young man.
Yes.
When did you get started in the music industry?
I think around like 14, I want to say. Like I started, I've always sung since I was little, but I think 14, I started recording like voice demos on my phone. Like I was finding beats on YouTube and just like writing to them. And then I think that was like when I really wanted to take it seriously. Like that's the moment I was like, okay, I think I want to do this like for real. So. I would say around 14, but I've been singing since I could last remember. I've just always been singing.
Was it just something that the family did, or was there someone that inspired you to become a musician?
I think there's definitely like influences, but like my family, they've just always been very like musically inclined. So that kind of like, took a toll on me in a good way, because now I love singing and stuff. But yeah, I think just growing up, there was always music, Beyonce, Ariana Grande, like those Lady Gaga, those type of people. So yeah.
Wonderful. Is there any musicians in the family?
Actually, no.
No? I
have an uncle that, he does instruments, but no one that I don't think anyone in my family can really sing. So it was like kind of a huge surprise when, they found out I could sing. It was like, wow. Do
you play a instrument also?
I did play piano for a little bit. And then I kind of lost it.
Right.
But I still have some, like, I could still play some notes and stuff. But I'm trying to learn guitar. I think guitar is, like, my next instrument that I want to learn.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Because that's really sexy.
Yes. And then, like, on stage, I think, like, that would be, like, I don't know. It just
adds
cool.
to it. I mean, even playing a piano, just sometimes an instrument just adds to the stage performance.
Yeah.
So, when did you decide on your style? I mean, how do you describe your style, and when did you decide this is what I want to do?
My style is I feel like I'm very versatile, so I don't have like a set style. I'm still kind of trying to find like what I really want to do, but I think I definitely want to take like the R&B route. I think that's where is
that what pulls you?
Yeah, and well, I just had a lot of people tell me like, you have a lot of soul in your voice. I think the R&B route would be the best route to take. But I do like pop and like other genres. Like I feel like I can do kind of it all, not to be like big headed, but I feel like I can
but sometimes soul, R&B, and pop, sometimes they blend in together.
Yeah, so I don't think I have like a set genre, but
that's good. That way you're not going to get lumped in a box of he can only do R&B or he can only do pop. So that's good that you're versatile like that.
Yeah.
So if you were to name a celebrity musician that fits what you're going for, who would that be?
Ooh, that's a good one. I don't know. I'd like to say Ariana Grande, but I take a lot of inspiration from her, but I don't want to be like an exact copy of her, but I do take a lot of inspiration from her. I don't think I make any music similar to anyone, not that I know of, not that I can think of.
What is it about Ariana that you like?
I don't know. I've always been like a fan. She just like, I don't know, her range, just the way like she sings. I love her tone, and like, yeah, I'm a big fan of her. So
yeah, she's a young, cute girl that's really popular right now. Cute young lady that's really popular right now. So I like her too.
Yeah, she's definitely my biggest inspiration. So I look up to her a lot. But when I first had started, I felt like I was too much of like almost like a clone of her. Like I
Oh.
was trying to do what she was doing.
Ah.
And then I had a lot of people tell me, like, you know what, you got to find your own style. Like, that's, important because you're not going to make it anywhere if you're trying to be somewhere.
What's one of her songs that's your favorite?
That's hard.
So many, huh?
Yes. I think recently I've been really into God is a Woman.
Mm.
I love that song. That song is really good. But yeah, her whole discography is just amazing to me.
So you said someone said that you have a soulful voice and you should do R&B. Did you grow up listening to R&B in your household?
Yeah, a lot of Beyonce. A lot of Beyonce growing up. So I think, yeah, a lot of soul. I used to sing her all the time.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
And is there a favorite song from Beyonce?
When I was little, I was really into, I don't know if you heard the song I Care.
Mm-hmm.
That song was like really like, I knew that song by heart. I actually have a video on my YouTube channel of me singing it when I was like 8. But yeah, a lot of Beyonce.
Did your mom sing to you?
No, she doesn't. Yeah, no one sings in my family, so it was like a big surprise when like, they were like, oh wow, you can actually sing. I'm like, yeah, I guess I can. So.
And a lot of times people just don't know they can sing.
Yeah, that's true.
Or someone done told them they can't sing, so they just don't know that they can sing. So mama probably can sing.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I've always, like, with my dad and everything, I'm like, can you guys, like, show me what you guys got? Like, just a little, like, tune or something. I want to see if you guys have, like, maybe some potential. But I just never really got the singing. They never gave, like, the singing vibe. But I've always been, like, I just love singing. Like, you can ask, like, my dad. Like, I sing around the house all day. Like, he's probably tired of it. So,
no.
Yeah.
He's probably very proud of you.
Yeah.
That you found something that you love and you're going after it.
Yes.
So, you used to do demos when you were younger. Where are you at right now in your career?
That's a good question. I think I'm just trying to really get myself out there. Like, that's like my main priority right now. I'm also working on songs. Okay. I think.
Are you a writer also?
Yeah, I write. I do produce too, but these 2 tracks that I had released like in April, I just I didn't like those are not produced by me just because like I'm still like working on trying to mix my stuff and I'm not like the top tier at mixing, so I just producers have like texted me and been like, can you use this beat, and I've used those beats. So yeah, I think I'm just looking for.
So are you more of a singer than a songwriter and producer? Is that where you want to stay in that realm as being a singer, just performing it yourself?
Yeah, I think more of a singer.
Okay. My
songwriting is fairly good, but I think I can definitely improve. But I think I'm a singer mostly. So.
Do you dance also?
I was in show choir, but then I recently just moved to Arizona. I used to live in Nebraska, so I used to be in show choir over there, but I haven't really danced in a while. So yeah.
Okay. So is your music dancing music?
Definitely not.
No.
No, it's more like I really would like my music to be like a vibe. Like you be in your car and just like, this is vibey, or like you could just like sit somewhere and be like, okay, I'm really vibing to this. Like I don't, I might make like a dance track here and then, but like I really want my music to be like a vibe. Like
for us old folks, what do you mean by it's a vibe? What's your meaning for it's a vibe?
Kind of just like it really sets the mood. Like you'll be somewhere and like, wow, I really like this. Like you can like really groove. So
catching a vibe could mean you want to get up and dance to it.
I guess. I guess I can't picture people dancing to my music, but just like a head bop. I like a head bop song. Okay. So, and I think my music kind of is
okay.
that.
So it's not really the dancing type of music. It's just getting the vibe.
Yeah.
Getting you prepared for whatever it is.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. So do you see yourself creating something that's other than just a vibe? Something, let's say if you're out in a club or something and people would dance to it?
I think definitely, yeah. I've actually like tried getting into reggaeton. I don't know if you know what that is. It's like Spanish music. Since I am like Hispanic, I think like that'd be nice to like make music of my own like descent.
Have you made any yet?
I do have a couple songs, but my Spanish is very like not good.
Limited.
Yeah, it's very limited. So
Poquito.
yeah, like it's not the best. It's definitely not my I don't know Spanish too well, but I have definitely tried, and like I do have a lot of people that can help me write, but I also like I kind of just don't like when people write for me. I kind of like takes away the meaning. Like I don't know. I really like doing things. I'm a very independent person.
So you like doing it yourself.
Yes.
So
exactly.
you want to write your own music also.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't know how it would feel like, people have offered like, oh, let me write for you, and like, and I'm just like, I don't know. I'm not comfortable with it. Like I really just like doing things my own way. I like having full control.
When you're writing, is it something that you're feeling? Is it something that your environment? Is you writing about life? Is that what?
Yeah, I think so.
Is that why it's hard for you to allow others to write for you?
Yeah, because I think it comes from a place, like of like where I'm feeling. Like my first track, Don't. I feel like that song was very like when I had moved from Nebraska. I felt like I wasn't like I was receiving love when I had dropped that song, but it didn't feel genuine. So it felt very like fabricated, and that's kind of what that song's about. Like, just don't tell me you want me, just don't, like, leave it alone. So yeah, and then Rabid, that's just about like a love experience, but I've honestly never been in a relationship. My songs are really written from like perspective, like family members that have gone through breakups and stuff, or like my friends that have gone through that. But I've never really had like any personal experience other than like Don't.
So we were talking about a couple of your songs and where you pull from, and it seemed like it's pretty much people that's around you, and you've seen things that they've gone through. So I can see that being hard to have someone else write for you when you want to write off of things that you know about, or you could be sitting somewhere and see something that touched you and you might want to write about it that day. So I can understand that. And I like that you want to be independent and also have that skill set also, than having someone else take over that. That's great. So your music style, you stated that you don't really want to put a style to it, which I understand also, because again, that block puts you into a box also, and you want to be able to create whatever the mood is. So where do you see your music being in, say, 5 years? Where would you want to see your music in 5 years?
I definitely say like stores, like retail stores of some sort. I don't know. I think I would just like to see my music like kind of everywhere. My dream is to see like myself like on a billboard or something, like in New York or something. Like if I were to drop like some sort of album, that's like a dream of mine. But yeah, I think seeing my music everywhere would be really cool. So
if there was this talented producer who that you would love to work with, who would that be?
Ooh, I think Pharrell.
Okay. Yeah, Pharrell's a good one.
I love his work. I think, and like all his, instrumentals are really good, and like any person that he's worked with, like the song's just really good. He has so many hits, so it'd be like an honor to work with him, I think. Yeah.
That's awesome. So I know you brought some media, some of your music. Why don't we take a listen to that? You threw out some great names here today.
Yes.
I mean, I love every one of those people that you named today and their work.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. I can.
You gon' be the reason I might go back to the days where I cried and hide me that. Hate to see you living that life. I can't even make it outside. You must be out your rabbit ass mind. No. You must be out your rabbit ass mind. No. Yeah. Look at what you're doing to me. Piece by piece, I can't even get no sleep, no. I got all my fellas with me, can't you see? I'ma be good for the weekend. You must be out your rabbit ass mind, no. You must be out your rabbit ass mind, no.
Nice.
Thank you.
Very nice. So, I love the colors that you have there.
Thank you.
Where did the design of this come from?
Actually,
and choosing the color.
I did that photo shoot in my room, and I think the color was just like, I don't know, I feel like it perfectly like depicted rabbit. Like I feel like that was a good color, like red. When I think of red, I think of like crazy, like just like wild. So,
okay.
Yeah, I think that's I really like that color that I chose. Just threw a filter over it and then dropped it.
Wonderful. So we talked about where you would like to see your music in 5 years. Where would you like to see yourself in 5 years as a musician?
I would really like to see myself performing at venues and maybe even arenas. But I honestly, like, I love venues. I think they're so much more intimate, and I feel like I can connect more with my supporters. But yeah, I don't know. My dream is to perform and just make people happy with my music. So yeah.
One thing I've spoken with other musicians here, and one of the key components to being a musician that a lot of people forget is the business side of it. So how are you taking and putting in place the business part of it?
I'm hoping to be independent for a while. I don't think I'd want to jump into like a record label anytime soon. But yeah, being independent is where I want to be right now, maybe for however long. Just because I feel comfortable like with how I'm doing things my own way. Like I don't want anyone to have full control over me. Like I'd much rather like make all the revenue of what I drop and stuff. So I think independent is where I want to be. But maybe later down the line, maybe I do want to do a record label, but I think I would have to like really look into like
research.
Yeah, I definitely would want to research.
So do you have a team that you work with, or you work in solo?
I really just like work by myself. I have like my little studio set up at home, and I kind of just do everything by myself. Other than like beats and stuff, I have producers reaching out to me, telling me to like hop on beats and stuff, and I have like friends that they tell me like, can you get on this beat or something. But yeah, other than that, I really just do all of this by myself. So
do you freestyle?
Not really.
No.
Yeah, I do want to get into like rapping though. Like I feel like freestyling, especially now, I feel like I've kind of like drained myself. I'm in writer's block. I don't know if you know what that is. Writer's block is like I can't come up with anything, so it's kind of hard for me to like.
Do you know what's caused that?
I think just overworking myself. I've made over like, I want to say 30 songs like in this month.
So what are you doing to get out of writer's block?
Just taking breaks. I feel like I travel a lot, and that kind of helps like me experiencing new things. Just like, exploring really gives me new ideas, and going outside kind of helps a lot too. Just looking at random things. Like I feel like I can just like look at a thing, and it's like that fan, for instance. I could write about a fan, a candle,
right?
So
Because a lot of times when we have some type of block, a lot of that is due to stress.
Yeah.
So we have to have some type of self-care or something that we're doing to relieve ourselves of that stress.
Yeah.
And, traveling is good, but sometimes traveling can be stressful.
That's true.
Besides for traveling, are there any other things that you may do? Working out or hanging with friends or...
Yeah, I think hanging with friends kind of helps too. Like take my mind off the music.
Do you find yourself hanging with people that are more in the music industry or in the a type of arts industry?
Definitely the arts industry, but not much music. I don't really have too many. I do have a lot of online music friends, but not too many like in person that really like do the same thing as me. But yeah, the majority of them are very like acting and all that stuff, which
excuse me,
I like too, but I it would be nice to have like a person that's into music as well too. So
sorry about this.
No,
can you stop for a second?
I think this happens
because you got it, and then
when I start to get hot, warm.
I know it's a little warm in
what's
here.
going on. It's blowing, but it's not blowing very much. Very cold. I think I already see that. Watch that blend. Because it's set to 65. I'll see.
Rob, what'd you do?
I know it's a little warm in here. I'm like,
Oh, because Rob looked like he's turning red too.
I know. I'm kind of like.
Okay.
We've only got about a minute to go.
Okay. So. Where did we leave off at before I started coughing?
I don't remember.
You guys were talking about.
I mean, those like type of friends, like whether it be in the music industry or just like in the arts.
But I think we said enough on that to Buzz can cut the.
You know
coughing.
what? We only got a minute, so you can do the. What's next and where can we find it?
Yeah. So, Rob, do you have any new projects coming up? Or?
Yeah, hopefully a couple singles. I'm working on those right now, and then an album maybe later this year. I think that's kind of pushing.
After you do that self-care stuff.
Yes. But yeah, hopefully an album. So be on the lookout for that. I definitely want to have it out before my birthday. I think that'd be cool.
Wonderful.
So, yeah.
So where can our audience find you?
You can find me Instagram, Apple. You can find me on all music platforms. Instagram aka.rob, TikTok aka.rob, and then I think that's about it. Twitter aka Rob with 2 B's, no dot. So yeah, you can find me on all those platforms.
Wonderful. It's such a pleasure. And thank you for joining us here at Desertwood Days, and we'll catch you next time.